Oh, yeah?
We're on.
Good
Yes.
morning, everybody.
Hello. Good evening, everybody. Good. Hi, Herbie. Hi, Carol. Kelly. Good to see you tonight already. Welcome to Latino Psychic Visions, our Wednesday night show with
T.
Roger Garza Sr. and me, Faye Ewing Garza. So, thank you for joining me last night, too, you guys, on Faye's Angels. Isn't Laura Lee just a delightful lady and so full of energy and good information? I just love her. And I'm so glad you guys joined us. I think that some of you are already watching her on Mondays and Thursdays. She and Dave are going to have a show tomorrow night. So, totally encourage you to watch. And there's Nicola. Hi, how are you doing? Good to see you here. I know you've been on our show before,
So
right?
get off of Facebook and get on YouTube.
I'm going to give you the YouTube channel to see the show. If you can, I'm just going to give you that link, okay?
See?
YouTube.
Hello, Mary.
Hi, Mary. Here's the YouTube channel.
Hello, Denise.
And Lupita.
Yep. And one thing that I've always said, once you log on, do not log off, because if something comes up for you and you're gone, what can I do?
Yes, and
Hello,
Kathy. I think Kathy was on my show last night as well. So thank you for joining me last night. I really appreciate it. Thank you for sharing my show with your friends and family. My goal is to bring to you interesting people and inspiring people. Next week, I'm going to have on, she just said yes to me, an animal communicator. Her name is Julie Jean Bassett. Maybe you've already seen her. She was on Laura Lee's show, and she can communicate if you're having trouble with your animals, your pets. She's there to. Oh, yeah, maybe she can help me with that. I don't know, but help me communicate. And so, yes, I hope that you will consider watching me have Julie on the show. She has a lot of wonderful information. She's also a shaman healer, I think. And we'll talk about that a little bit on the show too. So thank you. Hi, Denise.
Everybody that liked and shared, thank you.
Yes.
For those who didn't, like the show and share it. How many times I try to tell you, eh? Oh, Nicola says, wow, class.
Yeah, I mean, I am just profoundly grateful. People are just saying yes to me. I have another idea for somebody else in February that I think you're going to like, but I'm not going to tell you.
He's locked up in jail right now.
As soon as he gets out of jail, I'll get him on the show. So if there's anything that you guys would like to have, anybody that you'd like me to interview, I'll try. I'll try and see if they'll come on the show. So far, I've been pretty lucky. Yes, hence the Dr. Doolittle reference. Yes. Was that talking about Roger?
No, not me. I don't know.
Oh, I think that's what Herbie
I can talk to him, but
no, I think Herbie's meaning that the link. But anyway. Yes.
Anyway.
We were also going to have Lori Johnson on tonight, but something came up for her. Hopefully, we'll be able to get her on the show some other time when she doesn't have a conflicting appointment. And
well, she asked for rain check, so
yes, she did ask for a rain check. That's awesome. And Lori, explain to the folks who Lori is, honey. Just give her a little bit of an idea of who she is. And yes, also Kathy Hanley. Yes, we are going to ask for David Hansel to be on my show. I'm sure he would be. He works with Laura Lee. I'm sure he would, and I will write that down. Thank you for that idea. I know that Roger wants him on our shows too. One of our shows too. Thank you.
Now, Kathy or Lori Johnson, just so you all know, Lori Johnson is on a show called Paranormal Lockdown. She's the psychic that they always ask her to come in, and there's 2 psychics that they ask to come in. But I watched Lori work at a show. The Paranormal Lockdown show was at a thing called Shepherdstown, the Ghost of Shepherdstown, and she was involved in that. And man, I watched her work and just like, wow,
Yeah, she's
she's good.
pretty sick. It's Lori, Lorie Johnson, and she's a redhead lady and just a spitfire.
Yeah.
Hi, Candace.
Hi,
Good to see you.
Candace.
Good to see you. How are things in Thief River Falls?
Cold.
Cold? Well, also, I would like to make sure that, just to talk a little bit about Paul Francis, I would like you to continue your prayers for him. He is recuperating, and it's all your prayers are welcome. And he's getting better, but it's a little bit slow. He had a little bit of pneumonia in his lungs, actually. So please pray, okay?
Now, I want you folks to think about this. I'm going to give you some little food for thought. Be thankful that you have a house with heat. You have a furnace and everything else, okay? I just talked to my buddy a couple hours ago. He's down in Mexico, way deep down there. And he told me all they had was a wooden stove, so he had to go out and chop some wood because all they have is a wooden stove. And he said it's 19 degrees right now.
Isn't that crazy? In Mexico?
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Renee Russo. Herbie says maybe you
I'm trying to get a hold of Kim Russo. She's the one that did that show. Oh golly, what was the name of that show? It had to do with celebrities.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who Renee Russo is. Is that what you mean, or is that another person?
No. Renee is the first time I hear about Renee, but Kim is the one I'm trying to get.
Candace says, and Candace is expecting to have a baby. She says, yes, it is cold, and we're good. Had an iron infusion on Monday, so hopefully, what did I do?
Hello, Carolyn.
Hi, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry, kids. Had an iron infusion Monday, so hopefully I start feeling better, getting closer to little man being here.
Yes, honey. There it is.
Oh,
right.
Okay.
That's
the haunting
the haunting of. And it's Kim Russo that I'm trying to get.
And maybe it'll happen, It's very possible that Kim Russo is wondering who the heck is Roger Garza Sr., right? So, I mean, there's that
Well,
too.
she sees my things on Latino, honey.
Yeah, I know. And so we are always so very grateful when people say yes to us who want to be on our show.
Yep.
Because, the people, this is the other thing about what I've noticed about the people who are like Laura Lee, Paul, Dave Hansel, this lady who's coming on, Julie, Jean Bessette, Lori Johnson. They all are so very generous with their with themselves and with other people. So, I mean, they're good people, super people.
Now, Lori works with this guy named Nick Groff, and I'm trying to get a hold of him. And also, she works with Nick works with the girl with two girls. One is Elizabeth, and the other one is Katrina. Now, I want to get a hold of Nick and Katrina together if I can, because Katrina also comes on shows. I forget what the name of the show is called, but she comes on shows with Jack Osborne.
And you know who Jack Osborne is, folks? Who is that? That's
Ozzy
Osbourne's son. Yes.
His name is
Jack. Yeah, he does hauntings, house hauntings. And
Hello, Christine.
I just had a thought.
Hello,
and I can't
Tracy.
remember. So, we're just kind of having conversation here right now. My energy is up. I had a wonderful afternoon. A surprise happened to me. Can I share that with everybody? Roger? Oh, boy. See what I'm dealing? I do need that animal communicator.
Let me say this real quick, folks. Now that you're logged on, stay with me till the end because something can come out for you, and I don't know what. Okay, honey, go ahead.
Kathy's I gotta say what Kathy says. I gotta put that up there. And she says there seems to be a spiritual connection with all of us. I know. It is yes, I think there is. With you, the viewers, the people who come on every week faithfully, plus the people that we have on our show. Oh, I feel it very strongly. So
Polly Miller says she's late, honey. So
she's
we're
not
gonna
late.
have her write 100 times. I will not be late for Latino Psychic Visions.
So, Polly, I hope you liked my show last night. Thank you for joining me, and Nancy as well. I think Nancy was on there too. Thank you, everyone.
Hi, Nance.
So, anyway, I mean, I have a cousin. I'm trying to reconnect with family, and because my husband is so good about connecting with family, some of my, how you go on with your lives and you kind of disassociate with them, or you never really were connected to some cousins in the first place because there's this big age gap, or maybe their parents had a big fight and that involved us as their offspring because we had no control over it. Well, Roger,
I will not
my
be late
husband.
100 times.
What now?
I
What?
will not be late 100 times.
Oh,
Polly.
okay. So that was good, Polly. You're smart. So he encouraged me to connect with one of my cousins, and she's a wonderful lady. And I think I felt a little shy about connecting with her, and I don't know why. Because it's all, see, here you go. Here's a lesson on limiting yourself. And I was limiting myself. I was assuming she may not want to hear from me. And so I sent her a voicemail. I gave her a call. I had her phone number. My sister had given that to me. And I gave her a call, and she did not answer the phone. And I left her a message saying, I'd love to see you. I have been thinking about reaching out to you for a long time. I mean, I just really would love us to get together somehow, some way. And, she didn't answer.
A cousin?
Yes, a cousin, sweetheart, a cousin. Okay.
All right. Mary Lysia, hello. Joni Banks, hello.
And so I didn't hear back from her, from her. But today she called me back because she was busy with Christmas. It was crazy. And she called me back. We had a wonderful discussion, a wonderful conversation, and we are planning on getting together this summer. So, I mean, it has been, I had promised myself last year that I was going to reconnect with family that I had sort of lost touch with over the years. And so I had started that last year with one side of my family, and I sort of got in there, but we didn't get all the way in there. And then this other side of my family, and I am just so blessed today. I feel so happy. So isn't that beautiful? Thank you, Christine, for saying that. Yes, Kathy, my fear was getting in my way. How many times do we talk about that? How many times do we talk about our barriers we put on each other? I admit it. Totally, I admit it. Anyway, so everything's possible, everything's possible. We are limiting ourselves if we say no to ourselves. Oh, yeah, Candace, I mean, I know. It's so cool. Go ahead, honey. But make it short.
I want you folks to write something down. I am predicting that, and I told Faye this about a half hour ago. I'm predicting this. Someone that we know, it could be a senator, congressman, somebody important, or it could be a movie star or some kind of celebrity or something. Somebody's life, or here's what I'm going to go with. Somebody's life, a war, just something is going to come to an abrupt end. It could just that's it, it's done.
Did you say somebody's life that we know?
Somebody's life, somebody important's life, a war, or something else is going to come to an abrupt end. So please mark it down. I'm saying it right now, today. Where's my phone number?
Oh, okay.
Have it all on there.
Do you like that one or no?
Put them all on there. Here, let me move that over.
Here we go. How's that?
That'll work.
Okay.
Now, folks, so you know, I am in the office from 11 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock in the evening, Monday through Friday. Okay? Saturday, I'll be available from 12 to 4. But just so you know, the first hour at 11 o'clock, I devote that to praying. I pray for a lot of people. So
That's his quiet time. You know,
Right.
some people pray, some people meditate, and I meditate.
I want to put this back up there. Remember what I said before, Mary and Nancy? I said, Mama's tired. So, and you guys were so worried about that it was going to happen last year per se, but I said, no, she'll be here. She's still here.
And we will keep her in our prayers.
Right.
We will.
But I want you all to please write that down about what I said. Somebody's life is either somebody's life or a war or something big and significant is going to come to an abrupt end.
Okay.
It could be something like somebody big and important just says, I quit. Just like that. And they're out.
Okay.
I don't know who it is yet. I haven't put my hand on it and all that because I'm getting ready for the show and whatnot, and I haven't really gone all the way in there. But it just came to me like, pow! Okay, somebody's gonna go. Somebody's either gonna go. The war is gonna stop. One of the wars, or something big is gonna come to an abrupt end.
Okay.
Let's hope so that it is the war, that they just call a halt to it and that's it.
And in the meantime, while all this is happening, we work on our own environment. We work on our own life.
Yep.
We'll work on our own center, family, you know, prayers of guidance for them. And we live our lives. I mean, these things have been happening for ages. The things that are out there, like war, like arguments, like people not getting along.
Well, I've made a lot of predictions on the show. You guys know that. Those that have been with me for years now.
Yes.
I've made a lot of predictions on the show, and they have come out. Some
Right.
good, some bad, but
Yep.
they've come out.
It's true. It's true. It's good to be noticed. Totally.
So that's why I say like and share the show.
Yeah. I can share the
it
show.
with your neighbors, your friends, you know, your family, whomever it is. Just share it because other people need to know things. And believe me, I'm not bragging or anything, but I'm saying this show to me is always very informative. We give a lot of information out, and especially me, like I pick up stuff like a radar and bang, I give it out to you guys.
Well, it has helped me grow it personally, actually. I mean,
well, that's why I always say, honey, once you log on, stay until the end because something can come out for you. And if you're gone, how can I give you the message?
Well, here's the other thing. I mean, it doesn't even matter if it doesn't pertain to you, to any one of us. When something comes through for somebody else, I believe that we can take that message. First of all, it is a miracle that happens every single and we're so used to these miracles. The gift of what Roger has, he's able to bring people from your past, your family, who are no longer here on earth, to the forefront. That is a miracle. And then
Hello, Jojo.
and then just the very message, which is really not what you expect, which confirms that that's who they are. And what they send to you is a message that maybe you're surprised about hearing, but it's because it's important to them. not you. So they're trying to make it important to you. So, I mean, we all gain from that information. We all gain from learning how this is all taking place and that it does take place.
Well,
That's
reflecting on some of those things, honey, like I on the show, I predicted the earthquake in California, and I said 7.1, and there was a 7.1 earthquake. The thing in Hawaii, when I told Dan I hear people screaming. I said I see fire on both sides of the street, and a week later it happened because he was going to move back. Him and his wife were going to move back to Hawaii, and I said no, wait, and it came out.
okay. So here's the other thing. I mean, you do have these predictions, and they are from different parts of the world, and we have these discussions all the time. And it really, for example, like the storms that were coming on the West Coast this past week, they were so that they were like tidal waves. They were just coming in and coming into the shore. They knew that these waves were coming in, these weather was coming in, but then yet you would see people with babies in their arms up on the hill overlooking the ocean, watching for the tidal wave to come in. It's like even though you are predicting or even though you bring the information, it doesn't mean that the people are going to move.
Listen,
They're not going to listen. I mean, the majority of people are not going to listen. So
well,
here's what
here's
I
the
say.
thing, though, babe.
But here's what I say. It does, so they don't, and we don't move either because ultimately maybe there's something that's going to happen here in the Midwest or someplace else. There's no
All
place for
over.
us to really go, to tell you the truth. We choose to live where we choose to live, and that has been the way the mankind has been for ages.
I know, but here I am. I am in Wisconsin, predicting things that will happen
Mm-hmm.
in California,
Mm-hmm.
predicting things that will happen across the ocean in Hawaii, and they happen. I
Yes,
don't
they
want
do.
them to happen, but they happen.
Right, right. And so it is always the question: why do you see these things? What's the purpose? But we have to message. We have to give you the message because you're given that prediction. So we go in circles on these discussions, tell you the
Yeah,
truth.
and
We really do.
this is why I say, folks, share the shows with your family, your friends, your groups, everything. Because the more people that know about these things, the more they can tell their friends and family out wherever I predict stuff.
I don't think that we're going to see a mass exit from any particular geographical place because the people in California have known for also ages that the fault line is probably going to fail, and
I
they're going
said
to
that.
yeah, and they are going to be in the ocean. But it doesn't mean they're going to not live until they can't live anymore.
Okay, let me give you some more that I predicted.
Okay.
I said on the West Coast that it would eventually erode into the ocean. The East Coast eventually begins to erode, and I'm talking in New York. Specifically, I saw parts of the Empire State Building, chunks of it falling off and coming down. I saw buildings going into the ocean. That's going to happen, folks.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know
you
why
don't know
it will
when.
happen, but
And you don't know when. So, but
no.
it's very likely. I mean, I can't argue. I'm not arguing that it's not true. I believe it's true.
But I'm not going by likely. Likely could be you go to the grocery store and something happens. That's likely.
Oh, I don't mean to dismiss it. I meant to say, yes, it'll happen, but we don't know when. That's what I mean.
But I seen it was going to happen. How I seen it is just big chunks just off the
Well, and
Empire
you
State
also
Building.
predicted the plague, which we now know as,
Yep.
what we know it
In
years ago.
2009, I predicted there would be a plague, and
Hmm.
hence we had COVID. In 2009, I said the National Guard or the Army will be handing out food and water. They did that.
Hmm.
Um, I had mentioned martial law. We got this close to it. I can't think of all the things. This is back in 2009 when I said this stuff on my
Right.
radio show.
So that's just like that's a perfect example of when in 2009 you had said this, but then it really just came to be really in 2020. And so, you know, it happens, but we don't
But
know
it's
when.
like I say, honey, I never know when it's going to happen. I
Mhm.
only know that it will.
I know. I know. That's the point.
Like, this is why I'm saying, like,
Mhm.
right now, first, let me say hello to Richard. Let me say hello to Debbie. When you log on, you're logged on right now. Do not get off, because something can, when I say let's go to work, I could go to your name and you're gone. Okay?
Mhm.
Stay with the show, because I never know what's going to come up or for who it's going to come up for.
Well, and there's so much else that's discussed, really. And I mean, besides being goofy, sometimes, we're really,
When I
it's,
go to work, I'm not goofy
but
anymore.
no, you're not. But I mean, we are goofy and then we're regular people.
So keep this in mind, folks. If you do not want to hear what I have to say, if it scares you, this show is a real show. This is real. This third eye of mine, it's real. I don't
Mhm.
hide nothing. I don't fake nothing. I tell you what I see. Okay? And if I get a message from the other side, I'm going to relay it to you. I just got a message about an hour ago saying that someone's life, somebody important, their life or a war or something big can come to an abrupt end. So keep that in mind. Putin passing this year, I don't see it yet. This is what Richard's asking. Remember what I said, Carol, believe in the Lord. I'm just a messenger. Christine, we thank you very much for this. But I just want my show. Well, my thing that I do. I mean, if it wasn't for my wife, she keeps my balance. That's great. I need her bad. But from what I do, some stuff I get is like very harsh and very drastic per se, and very. I mean, it's there, and I can't come to you and say, "Oh, I just seen blood and guts and that." No, she tells me, "No, honey, do it this way." And the whole thing is, I give you what I get. Like I said, I just got a little while ago that something is going to come to an abrupt end. I don't know what it is, but this is what they gave me. They gave me somebody famous, somebody that we know, or a war, or some kind of paperwork, some document, something just comes to an end. Boom, it's over.
Okay. I believe you. I do. So Polly says she's had a few real-time and future signs over the decades. It's annoying, unlike just a thought. Never know when you have a gift. Yes. Yes, he
That's
does.
right. That's very true.
When it comes from and I asked him how it came to him. I asked him how it came to him, and he was listening to a lesson, I think you said, right? And you heard it in your ear. You heard the words in your ear. Am I accurate?
Right.
Mhm.
And this year, I'm listening to something on online, and this year I hate boom. Somebody's either going to pass, very famous, or someone we know, or a war is going to come to an end, or documents or something are going to put an end to something. And I'm going like, what? What is this? But I got to take it the way they give it to me.
Oh, so Jojo's asking, what is the meaning of number 21? As my daughter and my dad and my uncle all have anniversaries and birthdays on that day. I believe that is
You're taking that the wrong way. 21 is 3. The 2 and the 1 is 3. It's a godly number.
and I think also 2-1 is was explained to me on one of the shows I was watching, and I think it was on Laura Lee's one of them. And the 2-1 is abundance. It's an abundance number. So think I'm right. I'm just
Now,
trying to
take the
remember.
day that I was born, October 10th, 1010, godly numbers.
Yeah, those are godly numbers. But I'm going to see if I can find them in the notes. But you can go on and talk.
Loretta wants you, everybody that's on Facebook, to go to YouTube.
Yeah.
Look under my name, Roger Garza Sr. with the SR, and on the end of it, it says psychic. Hit that, and boom, you should get here. If not, take a train and
Take the bus.
And honestly, folks, here's the thing. When you log on, stay with us. I'm not saying stay, because you gotta stay or something like that. Something can come out for you. And if you're gone, how can I give you that message? I keep getting Carol. There's something about your tongue. Dear, I don't know if you bit your tongue or if you have a canker sore or what, but there's something regarding your tongue. And the girl down the hall, I told her some stuff, and she looked at me and she goes, man, you're good. Because I told her about her husband, I told her about her, I told her about her mother, her father-in-law, a lady that works with her, and that lady's mother-in-law. And it just, when they start going with me, it just goes on and on and on and on and on. And I want to go, wait, stop, let me get my life together. But they just keep feeding me information.
Okay. I think I see.
Be aware of it, dear.
I see that I have notes when I had Nancy Robinson on my show. The 2-1 is a sacred number of changing, I believe, of changing. Let me just see if I can Google that.
Let me say it this way, honey. It's this 7 3 times. 7 is a good number. The 3 times is 3.
It's Trinity. The number 21 may symbolize the wisdom of God, as it represents the sum of the divine Trinity. And so that was what that is. It's the wisdom of God. Isn't that cool? Thank you for asking that question. Fabulous.
Loretta, I know what you look like, so your picture's embedded in my mind, so you're okay. Keep it in mind, though. It's the 777. 7 is the good number, like they say, a good luck number. But
yes, it also talks about that.
Times.
The number 7 is associated with completeness, perfection, and the holy Sabbath day.
There's Polly.
That's pretty cool.
I'm going to give you this, Polly. Look at. You have 9, which is 3 times. 3 equals 9. You have 21, which is 777, 3 times. Girl, you're blessed.
Okay, so there's an angel number 21 as well. Number 21 is made up of the vibration of number 2 and number 1. Number 2 resonates with the attributes of duality and finding balance, consideration, and cooperation, relationships and partnerships. Encouragement is selflessness, and your divine life and purpose and soul mission. The energies of the number 1 include new beginnings, independence, uniqueness, motivation, striving forward and progress, attainment, achievement, and success. This makes 21 a number of versatility, energy, charisma, and communication. Isn't that cool?
Yep.
Aren't you glad you asked?
See, I have to say first off, Happy New Year, Teresa. And Teresa, it's her and her brother are like, my brothers and sisters. I used to play with Ruben, her brother, and Teresa would always be there. And it's so good to see you, Matt. And I miss you guys like crazy. I wish I was down there sometimes, playing again over in, I want to say, not Burbank, what the hell, Bandera. But it's good to see you, girl. It really is. And please tell everybody that we do these shows at 4 o'clock on Wednesday and 10:30 in the morning on Saturday. Okay? Now, getting back, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you right now, write it down. I am predicting, and this is what I heard out of this year. The spirits gave me a message. Someone that we know, whether it be a movie star, whether it be a congressman, whatever, somebody that we know is going to pass, or one of the wars is going to come to an end, or some kind of document or something signing documents is going to come to an abrupt end. Whatever it is, it's going to come to an abrupt end.
And this
So
is
write
like
it down.
a kind of a very important thing, important
Yep, big and
person.
important. Yep.
It's something you can't ignore, or you'll see it. So okay,
Let's say if it came out as a bulletin, you'll go, "What? Are you kidding?" Like that.
okay, all right.
Okay, here's another. I got to put this up. Loretta, this is very good too. Whenever you listen, I said this before, folks. When you see 11:11, whether it be in the morning or whether it be in the evening, make the sign of the cross and make a wish. And it usually, and man, it has yet to fail me. It comes true. Now, though, 111 is the Lord. That's what I do every time. 444 also, and 555. 555 usually, folks, is change. Something's going to change for you. Remember that.
It's a lot. So Jojo has been clearing out her house, and so far she's given 3 bags of clothes and bedding to charity shops and recycling her house. Some goods that you don't need. That is a very good thing. That's like a perfect thing to do the first of the year, to get rid of the stuff that it doesn't serve you anymore, and it could go to somebody else where it will be appreciated and they'll use, and that is awesome. Clothes or anything. I know. I love going to repurpose and shops like that myself.
Loretta, let me say this. It's funny that you would say the Hail Mary rather than the Our Father, but I want you to know why. A lot of people don't know this. The Hail Mary is a very, very, very strong prayer to say. Okay? It's good that you do it. And I'm like you, when I see the numbers, I pray right away too.
Well, we often, Roger and I will both, if we're in another room, we also, if we are notice that it is like, the clock says that, I do tell Roger.
Yep.
Roger tells me.
Yep, we always say
Okay.
that's 111, and yell it out.
11.
611.
11. Yep.
As long as the 11's in there.
What about if it's 11:10? Because I saw that number today, 11:10.
No,
Because there's 111.
It doesn't count until it's 11:11.
But it's 11 is 3.
11:10 is just like another number.
Yeah, but it's 3 ones in a row. Why wouldn't that work?
I've never heard it, but yeah, I would go with it the way you said it.
I actually did. I thought it was
mine to me is always for me. I was born October 10th, so anytime I see 1010, that tells me something's coming for me. So I always make the sign of the cross.
Okay. Hey, there's Jonathan. Hey, welcome,
buddy. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Jonathan Keyworth. Is going to be with us on Saturday. Are you still going to be with us on Saturday? I know you're a busy guy.
We hope, buddy. We hope.
Well, we hope so, because that's what we're saying. That's what we're counting on. Jonathan is a guy who I think you've all seen him and seen his work. He works with a spirit box, and he solves cold cases.
Yes, can't wait, he said.
Oh, good. And so I hope he can talk to us a little bit about his progress on his latest case.
Jonathan, I gave you the Landry deal, the Landry case. I I gave you some information. Did it help you at all?
So that is the case he's working on now, the Landry case. And we'll hear more about it on Saturday. So please
Yep.
join us Saturday morning.
And
Please.
here's the thing too, Jonathan, so you know. First, write down what you want to plug. I don't care what it is or how long it takes. Plug it. If you're working on a case and you need more information and you want to ask about it, feel free, buddy. You have an open door with us, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty soon, well, wow, I didn't know it was already this late.
He says he doesn't know. He's going to go check it out. Okay.
Okay. Is everybody ready for me to go to work? I'm gonna wait.
Anytime's a good time. Anytime's a good time for me.
Well, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna see what happens.
Okay, I'll just take a nap.
Carol, right away, yes. I know Carol always is. Lupita, yes. Carol, there's something about your shoulder. I'm getting up here, not the side or back, up on top. Christine laughing out loud. Jojo says yes. I'm still waiting. Debbie, yep.
Debbie says yep. Yep. Polly, yep.
Yes.
Yep.
Polly, I'm getting one of your eyes stronger than the other. Like one of your eyes is really, you're doing this like blinking a lot, or it's watery or something, but it's one eye only. Teresa says yes. Christine says yes.
Carol says, okay, I'll watch it.
Okay. Kathy says yes. We're still not there yet, kids.
Oh, God.
I can be fussy too.
You
I can
are.
be like this.
Oh. Loretta's having trouble with trying to comment and it won't let me. Well, you got that one in. That was good, Loretta.
That's because you got to get your mind out of the gutter.
Stop. I know that you're limited to only like, I don't know if it's 200 or 100 words in YouTube.
That's crazy.
I know. Whoops.
Anyway, here we go. We're going to start up. Please, everybody, I hope you have your notebooks ready. Okay? Because there's going to be stuff that I might say to you, you're going to go like, what? I don't, write it down. Please write it down. And however I get it is the way I'm going to give it to you so you understand. Kathy Henley, I'm getting somebody by the name of Donald. I want to go with Donald. I don't want to go with Donna. I want to go with Donald. And there's somebody regarding falling out of a tree. Like, I don't know if they were trying to put up a rope or something and they fell out of the tree. I got to put this up. Yes, ma'am. That's for the animals. There's a movie out, The St. Francis of Assisi. You should watch that movie. It's a good show. Okay, I was with Kathy. I was with Carol. Let's go to Christine. There's somebody around you, Christine, with an R name. I'm going to go, the first name that I got was Richard. And it's something either regarding an apartment fire or an apartment coming down. This is weird. Like it could have exploded and the apartment came down, something, but I get something regarding an apartment. Now I'm going to go to Teresa. One thing I got right away, Teresa, and I'm sorry to put it out here, but I got a rash for some odd reason. That's one. Number two, I don't know what it is that's bothering you, but you need to stop crying about it. Let it go. There's nothing you can do to control what happened. Okay? Stop the crying now. Richard, he died in a house fire. Kathy, Peter fell off a flagpole. Wow. To me, that's like a, like a, what you call it? A tree. Okay, let's go to Denise. Let's pick on Denise today. Oh, Denise. I don't know if you play like bingo at a bar or if you play, what do they call it, honey? The pull tabs?
Yeah.
Or it's something regarding gambling, like scratch off or something. Girl, you're going to hit good. Okay? Remember that.
Wow. How come you can't do that for yourself?
I don't know. I wish I could.
Isn't
Okay,
that
I'm gonna
funny
go to
how you
Sandra.
can't? I find that to be a topic.
Maybe I could ask you to do it for me. Paulie? Sandra.
Okay, so I got it. Loretta has been saying some things here that I think are worth mentioning.
Okay, go ahead. Put them up.
Okay, so Loretta's saying she's special prayers. She found and prayed it all day for her Sonic, and then she said, "I would close my eyes at night and focus on the area you told me to. He began standing and walking on his own. Thank you." So, is this about a dog? Is this about a pet? I
If
kind
she
of
prayed to St. Francis, I would say yes.
Yes. Okay.
Carlene, you must be new to the show. Please let me know where you're texting from. It helps me with my third eye. Hello, Sue. Good to see you, Sue Vinicom.
Mm-hmm.
And little sister, hello. Good to see you, Dolly.
Yes.
Where was I at? No, I forgot. Oh, I was up with Denise. And
Okay.
and I went to Sandra. Sandra, I'm going to go with this. I don't know if your father has passed, but I'm getting somebody like a father figure around you who talks about the Golden Cross. Okay? And I can't leave our friend Sue Vinicom hanging. Dolly, don't worry, I'll get to you. If you dance at all, Sue, I'm going to say if you do any type of dancing, please be extremely careful. I see you throwing like your hip out of joint. And then you go down. So please be careful.
And so also, I mean, okay, so Loretta is saying, yes, it's the dog she told you about last week. And so, Loretta, I don't know if you were on our show earlier when I mentioned that my show next Tuesday is going to have a special guest, Julie Jean Bassett, perhaps. She's an animal communicator. So if you have, she's very fascinating, and bring your questions to her as well. She can maybe help you communicate with your pet.
Everybody mark this on your list for Peter Lavelle, okay? Kathy's saying he doesn't have long before he passes. Sorry to hear that. Denise, who is Patty that she's talking about? The real name Patricia, but she says Patty. Still waiting to hear from you, dear. I need to know.
She's from Northern Ireland.
Who is?
Carlene McPeak.
Oh, okay, good.
She did say.
That helps, okay.
Yes.
There is somebody around you by the name of, I want to go with Jerry with a G. Okay, it could be Gerald, the complete name Gerald, but I get Jerry with a G. And also, I get a small lady with curly hair, blondish, reddish type, wore lipstick, cheeks, short, and it's always when she talks. She gets very excited to talk.
Okay, so Loretta, I mean, I want to make clear, Julie does not talk with I don't mean animal communicator with the former lives necessarily, but your current pet. But maybe she does. We're going to find out. I'm going to get the whole story on Tuesday night.
Two people, Dolly. I'm getting Felipe number one and Arnold for another one. Mind you now, they could still be alive. That is, I tell Ruben to be careful that he doesn't cut or burn his hand. And I'm going to go to my buddy. What? No picture? Holly, shame on you.
Teresa says, okay.
There's something, Polly, I'm going to go something regarding like a tow chain for a tow, you're towing a car or pulling a car. It's a tow chain. It's almost like it's hanging in the wall. And it does this. It sways. Now, nothing's going to move a tow train or chain unless you go move it by hand. But I see this chain hanging on something like this, and then it's doing this. That's odd. So if there be a chain hanging up in the garage, as they say, just keep an eye on it. For some odd reason, somebody's referred to this chain. Oh, our good buddy Deb. Marisa, hello, Marisa. I didn't even see you on there. Yes, ma'am. It was Jerry with the G, and the small lady was for you. And she's like, if you ever watched the show Bewitched, wasn't that lady's name Aunt Martha or something? The one that was also. Oh.
I don't know.
That woman is around you. And this is for Carlene. Also, Polly, somebody's talking about an old coin, whether it be a gold coin that you have in your possession or an old coin that you have in your possession. Somebody is talking about that too.
Okay, so Denise says she has a niece, Patty.
Okay. And I take it still with us too. Either her birthday, here's what I'm getting. If it be her birthday that's coming up, like either her brother, her father, somebody is going to be there in spirit. Jojo Walsh, please be careful, dear. I see your hand Your hand is all wrapped up, so please be careful.
Carlene says, it sounds like my granny. She passed away a year ago.
Then please know that she's with you, okay?
And by the way, folks, if you haven't already, I know many of you do share, like, and share the show. If you're on YouTube, please hit that bell and also like and share the show. Please do that.
Here's the thing, folks. Show after show after show, I don't ask for anything. I give you guys stuff. All I ask for, please like and share the show. Share it with your family. Share it with your friends. Share it with your groups. Because they're looking at our what is it?
Well,
Our
it helps.
shows.
It helps our numbers. We want to increase our numbers. You know, it's.
Well, they're looking at us right now, folks. So please, we got to increase the numbers.
Polly says weird, but I will note that chain old coin.
Yeah. Right. Please do, because there's a significance to both of them. Maybe they had belonged to the same person.
And Loretta says that it was Aunt Clara from
Yeah, I know it was Aunt somebody.
And she says she has no idea how she remembered that.
Well,
it happens, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay, so Jojo says, yes, will do. I think I have carpal tunnel in my right hand.
Then I see your hand wrapped up. Okay.
Okay, so I just want to announce that Leona, please keep your prayers for her health, and her surgery was canceled to next week. She has to wait for a heart specialist because the ultrasound they did today. Okay. But she still has her tea and toast. That's good. I'm glad you're watching. Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us again tonight, Leona. Oh.
Joni Banks. This is odd. Now, Joni, I don't mean to pick on you at all, and you know that. But somebody's coming through for you that I'm going to put it out this way. To me, they had like mental issues where they would pull out their hair. It wouldn't affect them. Like it would, they pulled out a chunk of hair and it's like no big deal to them. It's like they couldn't comprehend in this world. And if that person has passed, that person is with you.
Jose Vasquez is here and he says, hello, is this live? Yes, it is. Indeed, it is. It is.
Well, you was.
And then also we have Albert.
Hey,
Davila.
Primo.
Yeah, good to see you.
I'm just going, Primo, like I always do. I just go,
Mm-hmm.
Kelly Duran, okay. 2 things are coming up for you. One of them has to do with one of your sons. And the other one is something that mom said you didn't take care of yet. So mom's watching and she's always with you. So please get on it, whatever it is. Lupita, where's your twin? Why do I get pulled, Lupita? Why am I being pulled up to Austin? Austin, Texas. If I'm not mistaken, you're in San Antonio and I get pulled to Austin for some reason. And this is regarding your line. Somebody, either family up in Austin or somebody close to you up in Austin. Health-wise, I see everything's okay except for your left knee. Jonathan, if I see something, you want me to say it or should I tell you afterwards?
So Loretta is here from Pennsylvania, and she says they're having 50 to 60-mile winds,
Wow.
mile-an-hour winds
Well, dear,
there.
if you log out, there's no problem here. Don't worry
Yeah.
about it. Know
Thank
that
you.
we'll be on Saturday at 10:30,
Yes.
and that's Central Standard Time. Jonathan, if you did a deal, I think the name was Drake. He's telling me to tell you thank you for everything you do. Still going through names. Loretta, please be careful, dear, that either somebody doesn't hit you with something in the back or you hit yourself in the back. Okay, please be careful.
I don't know if you got this far yet, but Marissa's wondering about if you see any loved
Marissa,
ones.
when something comes out, I'll get to you. I'm going up and down right now. And please note that, everybody, when you get on the show, just get on the show and get comfortable, okay? Don't attack me and say, do you get anything from me? Is there a message for No, I'll ignore you. Let me get my thing going, and then I come into you, okay?
It comes in pretty naturally. If it's supposed to happen, it happens.
Right.
That's the kind of energy we encourage you to have, is a very calm one. No anxiety, please. I mean, try to come on and just know if you get a message, it's right this tonight. If you don't get a message, it's not that we were ignoring you.
I got to go back to our dear friend Polly. If you get a visitor, a female visitor, it might be like a sister or something that you're not going to like too much. So just be patient until she leaves, okay? I know this is not a good thing to say, but it is what it is. Oh, I just got something sweet.
Awesome.
Nancy, Alex is giving you a white rose. That's beautiful. And he says, thank you for all you did.
Wow, that's very sweet.
Yep. Mary, I want you to pray to both you and Nancy. Pray to San Rafael, okay? Mama's being okay. Mama's just mama right now, okay? So don't worry that she's going to pass. No, I'm not picking that up. Just mama's comfort. Like she gets comfort in the hospital because she gets attended to. You know, it's really weird. Like she wants the attention and bang, bang, bang.
And so
Go ahead, throw them up there.
Loretta's saying, okay, we'll do where I work. It's very possible. Heavy lifting. Thank you.
Please be careful, dear. Please. Any more?
And Mary is saying, and we can always count on Mary for all of this. Kathy Hanley, I keep Peter in my daily prayers. Hope he has a peaceful passing. Oh, yeah, Mary, I love you. She's an angel.
Yeah. Any more?
Well, I mean, I'm not quite sure I understand. Where are those white castles you promised?
I had them today, buddy.
Oh, I think you were going to have them on New
Here's
Year's.
what happened, okay?
Yeah.
On Christmas Day, I was going to come on Christmas Day and do a plug of me celebrating 69 years of eating White Castles and 69 years of drinking Coca-Cola. Well, it turns out that my older sister, who was like a mother to me, she raised me basically. She fell and hit her head and cracked her head open. And she got 9 stitches. And then while she was in the hospital, she got COVID. She ended up on a respirator. And it was touch and go whether she was going to make it or not. Now she can't talk because they had the tubes down her throat. But she's very, very weak. And it's still touch and go for us. We don't know. But that's why I wasn't making a big hullabaloo about it, okay? No, I got to go back to Candace. Are you either getting a promotion or recognition about something, Candace? It's like an award or something I'm seeing. Please note that, okay? I did Joni, didn't I? Joni, didn't I?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
Herbie Lopez, if you remember, we talked about 3 different jobs, and I said the second one. I don't know whether you took it or not, or whether you're getting a raise, but I see it like that. Mary, I will make sure that the air is clear for you, okay? I will say a prayer in a little while. Tracy, there's a man who wears like these kind of glasses, the what do you call it, wire rim or whatever. And he has a crew cut hairstyle. He's wearing a black suit with a black tie and a white shirt. And he wants to ask you about something. He's looking for a certain book. I don't know what you got to do with a book like a librarian or whatever, but he's tapping you on your shoulder. Can you help me, please? I'm looking for something. And also, I'm going to say somebody's coming through to you, Tracy. I don't know if it's mama or it's an aunt, but with an L name.
There's Carolyn. Hi, Carolyn.
Yeah, we got to pick on her.
Okay.
2 things, dear. I get your stomach area and I also get your heart. Please get them checked. Don't play games with this. I'm also getting an upper thigh. Like going from the hip down in the middle. Boom, right there. Nobody's answering back?
Yeah, I mean, Carlene is still not sure about the Jerry you mentioned, but and asks
No, don't change names on me. I'm going to stick with Jerry.
So just write it down, Carlene. I mean, and it may come to you later.
Anybody else?
Polly says, Roger, I live on the property with the Sisters of the Poor, Handmaids of Jesus Christ, and the visit is overdue. Does that have something to do with what you said to her? I can't remember.
I don't either, but understand this. They just told me to tell you patience is a virtue.
Okay.
And they go like this.
And I just remember you talking to her about, I have written down
the chain and the gold, the coin.
Yeah.
The old coin.
Yeah. Thank you, Richard, for sharing and liking.
Nicola, this is really odd. I don't know how much land you have. I don't know your whole area there, but do you live by a cemetery? I am picking up a cemetery around you. It's either behind you or next to you.
And so Rob van den Akker is here from the
Hey,
Netherlands.
Rob, good to see you, bud. You're late. I mean, where were you? I have the bus room. The bus has been waiting for you.
We've been waiting all night for you. Yeah. Just kidding. Glad you joined us today.
Did we get anything back from Tracy?
Not yet.
That tells me she's gone then.
Okay, Shauna McCrossan is here.
Hey, where have you been? It's a long time no see.
Aren't you Shauna from Ireland? Is that it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you for
Good
that.
to see you, dear, and Happy New Year to you.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, okay.
What do you got?
Oh, nothing, except Rob is saying buenos dias.
That'll work for me, but you spelled buenas wrong.
It's okay.
How many times I've got to tell you this?
It's okay. It's okay.
You're supposed to put the U before the E.
It's okay. There's so many things that he does wrong. And we have Anne Marie who has joined us.
Hello, girl.
Good to see you today.
Man, everybody logging on now. You're late. Where have you guys been?
Well, just in fairness to everyone, I know that the show is from 4 to 5:30, which is Central Time, which is an odd time, but we're trying to accommodate everybody who, not too late for people in the UK. And
now understand this: if I don't get you today, I will get you Saturday, 10:30 to 12. Okay. Richard Dearden, I'm worried about you, buddy. If you've been getting pain behind your eye, or if you've been getting pain in the neck, way in the back, I want you to go have what they call, what do you call it, honey? The electro, the thing that goes.
Is that an EKG? I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I want to make sure that his veins are clear. Because I'm getting, buddy, believe it or not, it's going to affect your speech like a stroke. So please be on top of it.
And it looks like we have Alida Tudon. I'm not sure.
Elida, honey.
Oh, sorry.
Elida Tudon.
So sorry. I'm crazy with my...
No, I know. I still have to get the rest of the Mexican out of you.
Lisa, good to see you. I was wondering how you doing, dear.
Yes, and how's Tina?
Yeah, and you know what? Lisa beats my butt on word blitz every single time, so I'm not playing that game anymore with you. You beat me. But that's okay. That's okay. You're good.
I'm going back now to the ones that are logged in later, so. I wonder if Jonathan got my message.
I don't know, but we can talk to him on Saturday about it.
Yeah.
We have his undivided attention. That man is always busy. He's got a show on every day, it seems like. On Tuesdays and Sundays, he does a review of what he hears on his spirit box.
Carlene, I don't know whether or not you live by a dam or by a river or a stream, something is going to overflow or break. So please be careful. It could be a big pipe break too. Now I'm going to go. Mauricio, please be careful. My buddy, make sure that he's okay. There's something regarding his stomach. Okay?
So Ruth Brandehoft has joined us, and she's a little late, but that's okay. And
Ruthie
seems to have had some health issues. And if something comes through for you, we're going to be closing down at about 15 minutes, but I'm sure you know,
I will
stay
look at
tuned.
your name in a bit, dear. I wish you'd put a picture instead of a flower. It helps me. Anyway, getting back to Mauricia, I need you to please stay on top of his health, okay? My little buddy's health. Here's what else I'm getting, that somebody picks on him at school. So please get in the middle of that and find out what's going on. Or they're making fun of him about something. All right, remember I mentioned Felipe. He passed a few years ago. Okay. But I also said Arnold. Write it down, dear, because you don't know.
Okay, we got an update on Tina Cantu. Tina's in a rehabilitation center. She went in last week and should be done in another week. She has an appointment to see if she's ready to have a reversal on colostomy bag. Okay. Well, our prayers continue for her as well, Lisa. Thank you for sharing. Thank you. You know, we think about her all the time and we miss her. Please tell her we miss her.
Okay. Well, I mentioned about that. Okay. This needs to be out there.
Yep. We're keeping Leona in our prayers, lifting her up in our prayers.
Remember this, folks. When I get something, I don't know what it's about or what, unless they give me the whole story. But write it down anyway, even if you don't know what I'm talking about. You could say, oh, he's full of. And yeah, to you it might be. But then later on, boom, something comes out. Or say there's a girl around you with the J name. I'm going to either go with Josie or Jennifer or something like that. Dear, I need your brother's name, and I don't know if we have enough time for that right now. Do I pick up my cousin, honey?
He made the mistake of joining us tonight.
Yeah. I remembered I talked to him about one of his sons that had the one that wore the hat. I wanted to make sure that he didn't go where he was going to go. Thank you, Joni. Write it down like I always say. I'm going to go with this, Loretta. There's going to be, I want to say it's like a steeple of a church that might crack off. So if you live by one, be careful. Look what Leona says.
Well, there's always possibility. We don't ever say no.
It takes money, dear.
So, but we never say no.
No. Unless a windfall comes out of nowhere.
So, his name is Darren McPeak, Carlene says.
Why does he hold his stomach? Remember Leona's fire?
Yes. Mhm.
No, it wasn't Leona's. It was Australia, Janine's.
Oh,
But I
okay.
told Leona about this, the cooker.
And she did have a fire.
Let's see. Still going, still going.
We have Jose says my baby girl is Josie.
Okay. All right.
And
If she hasn't asked you yet, she's going to ask something of you. Like, can you give me boom? Okay. Now, before I sign off, which I got about 5 to 6 minutes left, keep this in mind, folks. If I don't get you today, we're going to be on Saturday at 10:30 in the morning, Central Standard Time. Right now, the time is going to be 25 minutes after 5 in the afternoon. Okay? And today is Wednesday. Those across the pond, please come back. Shauna, come back. Yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, once you log on, do not log off because I can get more things for you. All right? Try to get here early because there's just, man, I don't know. I can't express it enough. Now, if you hadn't heard before, keep this in mind. I got a message today that someone that we know, maybe it could be a movie star, it could be a senator, or whatever, somebody important is either going to pass or one of the wars is going to come to an abrupt end. So it's somebody's life going to come to an abrupt end. A war can come to an abrupt end, or something regarding paperwork, signing a paperwork comes to an abrupt end. Okay? Like, let's say a ceasefire, then the end of the war. Boom, they signed the papers to do it. Like that. So write that down. Trust me, write it down because you'll go, holy.
Petunia.
Yeah. Did I ever get the answer of who was it? The other twin, honey. What was it? Mina? I can't think of who it is. But I said, why am I getting pulled up to Austin, Texas?
Mm.
Ellie, I pick up the name Tomas, whoever Tomas is. And there's something about cooking outside in a big kettle, a black kettle. I don't know who did this. And if that person passed, that person is still with you. And that's for Elida. I have my good friend Elida Reina, down in San Antonio.
It was Lupita pulled to Austin, Texas.
Yeah, okay. Lupita, I don't know if I heard back from her or not, but it's just everybody. There's just too many to do at such a like that,
Yeah.
you know.
And we don't want to hurry it along, but you
No,
know,
I don't.
And yeah, it's
Vicky Howell, if you get on our show Saturday, please don't ask any messages or anything. Just get on the show, let me know you're there, let me know where you're texting from, and sit back. Okay?
It's always good to just hang in there because sometimes these messages come in rather fragmented, and when you start when you start answering back, that seems to build spirit as well. And so it also, the spirit is still there, and if you log off and then another message comes down the line, you've missed out on a really good session, actually. So don't do
Rob,
it.
if you have what they consider, what they call it, a sillon, a silla, it's the kind that you get in Mexico that they paint on and they're straw or whatever, they're weaved. If you have a chair like that in your kitchen, Mama's sitting on it right now. Marie Balsadua, I hope you can make Saturday's show. And please tell your friends about me. Now, for those of you who are new, I am a psychic medium of almost 20 years. April 1st will be 20 years for me. And we do these shows, my wife and I, we do these shows on Wednesdays at 4 o'clock. It's called Latino Psychic Visions. On Saturday is our other show. It's called This Mug's for You. And we do that at 10:30 in the morning, which is Central Standard Time. Okay? My wife has a show called Faye's Angels, and that comes on Tuesdays at 4 o'clock. So mark it down. You know, I never know who she's going to have on, so I kind of butt out of it. So, okay, so I hope everybody can be here Saturday. Oh boy, I got this one. Wait. Okay, maybe it's leading I'm picking up because I got the stomach right away. Who's the one that wore black all the time? Black t-shirt, black pants, and black boots. That's who I'm picking up. Oh boy, I gotta stop, honey.
You got to go. And we have to say goodnight, unfortunately. This did go by fast, didn't it?
Very.
Spirit was very strong tonight, and thank you all for joining us. It was
I
fantastic.
apologize, everyone. If I didn't get to you, I'm sorry. I'm going to do the show with my wife Saturday morning. We'll be here called This Mug's for You, meaning a coffee mug. So have your cafe, your coffee, or your tea, or your hot chocolate. Be ready on Saturday. Get in here early because when I see your name, I start concentrating on your name right away. Okay?
And also, it's also very beneficial if you too take a moment just before you join the show, and if you have somebody you want to come through for you, if it helps.
Bring them forward this way.
Mm-hmm. So it's kind of a two-way street. It's absolutely a two-way street. So there can be a stronger connection. And also,
Shauna, we hope to see you Saturday.
Mm-hmm. We are going to have a special guest. It's Jonathan Keyworth, and he speaks to spirit through a spirit box. I don't know if we're going to make him do that. It is, I have to say, it's a lot of energy is expended on Jonathan's part when he does it, and we're always privileged when he does it. But he may agree to do maybe a 10-minute session or something like that. So please join us and find out about what he does. He is a fantastic young man, and he does fantastic work, and he solves cold cases. He helps people out.
Rob, si Dios quiere, nos vemos el sábado, okay? You too, Jose.
Okay, it's time to say goodbye.
Okay, everybody, God bless you all for sticking around. Take care of yourselves. Be good to each other, please. And if you haven't written it down, write it down. Somebody or something is going to come to an abrupt end. All right? Take care, y'all. I'll see you Saturday. God bless.
See you Saturday. Love you all. Bye-bye. And
as we say every show, that's right.
Wow.
Boing.
Boing.
As we say every show.
Oh, wow. Here he comes. Watch it. Watch for it. Ta-da.
Love everyone you can on this earth right now, because love is life, and life is love. Take care. Have a great week, and I'll see you Saturday. Right,
see you Saturday. Love you all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.